Today I'm going to try and give you a couple of tips on painting a lexan body. There's many different ways that people paint them. They use liquid mask, paint the whole inside of it, and then cut out all the detail as they paint. I use the stickers and tape, pretty simple. It works for me. I'm no professional, but I can get the job done the way I like it. I've already gone and masked this one off a few days ago. So biggest thing is when you do the body, wash it out with soapy water. Don't use any soap that is really scented or anything. I use dish soap, and every time I handle the body I wash my hands, dry them completely before I play with it, just to not get any contamination on the inside, so that the paint will flake off easier there from the oils and dirts on your hand. So when you're about to paint, I did mask this off a couple days ago and then put it off the side. What happens is you want to get your nice crisp lines, but you can see it in here, it starts peeling up. So when someone says brandishing the edges, what they mean is exactly this: taking your thumbnail or maybe some soft plastic and pushing. I use my thumbnail to get the air bubbles out, and you really want to make sure you get every spot or the paint will bleed through and you won't have a nice sharp line. I'm going to have to go over this whole body and do this. It's all these places. It's usually where there's a bump underneath, and you really want to give a scrape down the edges of everything. I use my nail. It works for me. Other people do other things. Whatever works for them. This is the way I do it because it works for me. So, but this is my lexan body. It's a 70 Boss Mustang. Going with the Boss Mustang stripes. I'm going to be using the Tamiya Lexan paint. The PS is for Lexan. The TS is for like your hard bodies and stuff. And what the PS is it's a polycarbonate paint. That'll say it right there. You'll see that. So I'm going to use this pure orange PS62. I'm going to back it up with PS5 black. It's a polycarbonate paint as well. Okay, we're out in the garage. We're gonna do some painting. I always like to heat up my cans a little bit in front of a heater. Where I live right now, it's pretty cold outside, so I was heating up the garage anyways to do this. So I like to heat up the cans a little bit just so the paint atomizes a little better, and also I like to take a chunk out of what I cut out. It's like a wheel well or whatever, out of the wheel, and I like to spray one of these chunks first just to make sure before I commit to painting it's what I'm gonna want. And I got a mask just so I don't have to breathe in too much of the paint fumes. So I'll get this mask on and lay out some color. The first thing I'm going to do is shake up my can real good. You don't want the cans so hot you can't touch them. You just don't want them cold. Just take the chill out of them. That's our color, the PS62 pure orange. And we'll give this a little spray and see if that's what we're looking for. When you're doing it, always do light coats and don't stop in the middle. So you kind of gives you kind of idea. That's going to be the color of it. Of course, I'm going to do more coats and I will be backing it up with the black. That was the whole point of the black. But the lighter and more coats, the better results you're going to have. So, can't see it in the camera, but so that's what I'm going to go with. It'll look a lot cleaner when I'm done, but I went over this again with my finger, with my nail, just to make sure all the little edges, all the little high spots are, oh, there's one opening up there. Normally I tape them then paint them right away, but it's just been so cold. It's hard to commit to go outside and do anything. Yeah, the garage is warm now, but it takes a couple hours to heat up, and that's the underneath there. Let's give it some color here. No heavy coats, just a nice light coat to start off. So you can see it's still see-through all the way, but I don't want to go too heavy on the coats because I don't want to get no runs in the paint. You still will see runs in the lexan bodies from the other side if you don't do nice light coats. So give that a little bit here to dry up. And I'll keep going, and cans are getting kind of warm, so I took them off the heat. I'll put them off to the side. And with the miracle of video, I'll show you once I'm done all the orange. So we're almost done the orange. Let's see how it looks underneath there. The color will completely change once we peel the film off and we back it up. Another thing you can do while you're painting is hold it up to a light and look for the weak spots in the paint, just so you can, like I can tell there's a little bit one here and maybe on the hood a little bit. Where you see it's thin, obviously it needs more paint in those areas, but yeah, it's coming along. So I'm done the orange. I'm going to pull all the stripes off, or all the, where I want the black, all the masking for that, all the stripes and the sides. So when you're doing that, some people use their knife, which is fine if you're comfortable with that, but the best thing I found to use was a toothpick. Well, I don't have a toothpick, so I sharpened up a little piece of wood, and I mean, some of them I have a little tab on it, so it'll be easy. So I'm just peeling off wherever I want the black to go. Carefully, so you don't take any of the paint with it. If I can get it off my fingers. There is a couple spots that it did bleed through, I can see already, but that's my fault for not keeping an eye on it. Do all these ones where I can just pull off the little tail first. And another thing I'll mention is where I do use masking tape, I use the Tamiya tape compared to some people, they'll just use your plumber's tape, or sorry, painter's tape you can buy at, you know, the hardware store or whatever. The problem with that is the edges don't get as crisp. I mean, this is the factory tape, and look at how crisp those edges are. And when you're looking at scale stuff, you're going to notice that because you're up close at it. Far away you won't see it, but close up you will. So what else do I got here? I guess the front here. So I don't have a little tab, so what I'll do is I have these little holes. And I also pre-drill the holes where the body's going to be mounted on. And it's just so much easier to do that before you paint the body, because anybody who's painted a body and then tried to find the holes, you know what I'm talking about. So there you go. And try and follow it while you're peeling. Don't just rip it off. Trying to hold this, the camera, and do it kind of difficult, but we'll get it. So one more here. So when I'm doing this, I don't just dig at the paint. I come in a little bit from where it's painted, and I peel it up from there. And once I get my corner, just peel it back. And I'm being extra careful here just because of those two little pin lines. Nice. So there we go. Oh, one more there. Perfect. So, got the tape off my fingers. So now we can look at all our edges, and if you do see a little orange or whatever color you're using, like I can see some. Great. I don't know if the camera can pick it up right there. What I'll do is I'll take a Q-tip or something and I'll try and wipe it out. Sometimes I'll use a chemical, sometimes it just comes out. Sometimes you can just scrape it out, but now's the time to do that because you can't see them now. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it there. You can't see it now, but definitely once the black goes on, they all pop out. Get that out. I think I got it out. And like I said, make sure your hands are super clean while you're doing this, because you gotta make sure no oils and stuff go in there. Yeah, it's coming along, it's looking good. I masked off the lights. I didn't do a super awesome job on the back because I'm still gonna put the stickers over top, but I want to have some LEDs in the back just to light up through the stickers, and the stickers will cover. I just needed for the light to come through, so it's not perfect. And I mean, I'm no professional. This isn't going to be perfect, but this is the system that works for me. Just want to make it easier for the new guy who wants to do his own body. And okay, well, I'm going to heat up my black a little bit, get it a little warm. Well, it's actually not that bad. And this is my my tester. This is the side we painted. That's the bleed through. You'll get that if you don't get rid of it before you paint on all your lines. So let's see what happens. See if I got it. And I'm going to do the whole body. I'm going to back the whole color up with the orange, with the black on the orange. It'll make it a little deeper. And you gotta watch, black comes out heavy. So that's looking pretty good. That's only one coat of the black. And you hold it up to the light. You can see the bleed throughs and stuff. But put that there. And I'll do the black and I'll get back when I'm gonna do the windows. Okay, I've gone ahead and I finished backing it up with the black, and I peeled off all my masking. I used masking, Tamiya masking, to go around the windows. What I do is I put the window stickers on, and then I do the trim where the trim would go with masking. So put the windows, see in there. So it's going to be back window, side window, front window. That's where the silver trim will go. When you do this, always make sure you brandish back down your edges, because they peel up as you're peeling the paint, and you don't want it to bleed through. You want to have nice crisp edges. Just makes it look that much better. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to lay down some this chrome paint. So I sprayed in the chrome paint. Give you an idea. You can see how it looks. And you always back this chrome paint up with black, because it just makes that chrome pop, and it helps it stay in actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her another coat of the black here, and should be good. You can even see already that chrome just pops so much more when it's backed up with the black. So I just went ahead and backed up the whole body again. I'll let it dry up a little bit. And you don't want to let it dry till it's a day later. You just want it to not be tacky anymore. Like it's quick. It doesn't take hours. Otherwise, when you peel your tape off, it's going to just pull the paint with it because it'll be pretty much glued in with the paint. Well, we're back inside with the 70 Boss Mustang, and gonna peel the film off of it and see how it looks. Like peeling a new cell phone case or a new cell phone screen cover. Ooh. And you can tell right away the difference as soon as you peel that film off. Oh, that looks good. There she is. Is it perfect? No. I have noticed a few little imperfections. Am I happy with it? Yes. By no means am I professional at any of it. This is a hobby. I do this as a hobby. I painted myself. And I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. A lot of yous do as well. I am extremely happy with the way it turned out. Look at that chrome. That looks good. Chrome always looks good. Hopefully this gives you a better idea of what to do if you've never painted a body, or it's been a while and you just wanted to see someone else do it. Hopefully this helped. I mean, there's so many different ways and videos that you can watch on how to do it. This is the way I do it. It works for me. And thanks for watching.